And that's what's crazy. You do that to somebody. It's like that one movie I told y'all about. I think it was last year, year before, something like that. It was this movie that shit is free on YouTube. I think I got it on the first playlist, on the movie night playlist. And they was playing with this guy psychologically just to make him go crazy. That's pretty much what the government does. They play with you, they play with your emotions to see how you're going to maneuver, do things to make you think you're crazy, or question yourself, question your reality, in which you should, right? But not in the way that they perceive it. They're trying to make you perceive, right? So, in all actuality, it's them in the background playing with people's realities. That's witchcraft. And if you don't think you're going to get karma for that, you're sadly mistaken. You're going to get every piece of the karma that you deserve for doing that to somebody or anybody by the masses. And that's why we do spread this information so people can take back their power, people can step into their power and their purpose so that these people can really get their karma. It's absolutely time for them to reap all the karma that they have accumulated. It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor. Like I don't get these old bitches and why they hate on the young culture, and it's like, bro, just because somebody else did it better than you, just like, bro, don't be a hater, be a congratulator. Like that's a real thing. What the fuck? Motherfuckers be tripping. I did not finish my eyes, which I usually do before I come on. AI is crazy. AI is crazy, yo. What's up? What the F? AI is crazy, y'all. iShowSpeed is getting sued from November video saying that he assaulted the AI robot, right? And he's getting sued for it. Like a million, a billion, a million, something like that. I said, that's wild. That's freaking crazy. Hello, what's up, football? So, thank you guys for the like, share, and subscribes. Thank you. What the hell? Why can't I see it? So, anyways, let me see if I hit that. It should show me. So, I show see is getting sued for hitting assaulting a robot. Y'all is getting serious. I mean, not to say that AI shouldn't be protected, right? But just to say is the human value um, that they're trying to depreciate on purpose. And y'all got to understand it's the symbolism, it's the actual act, and what they are using to use this lawsuit for is the problem. Ultimately, it is the problem. Hmm? I don't know. I'm confused. Let me not think about it. So, anyways, it's the symbolism. It's the fact that it's a robot and it's like sentient beings. Y'all have to understand the like Mama T talks about, right? Mama T talks about there's a good AI and there's a bad. Just like there's a good for anything and there's a bad. but it's the way it's used is the issue. But the way that they're using it in the representation of a spell is to use it for appreciating the value of a human. They don't even go after people that have been assaulted, like humans like that. And it shouldn't even matter if they're considered a value. They shouldn't have to be a, football player. They shouldn't have to be a football player. They shouldn't have to be a musician. They shouldn't have to be a ballerina or anything for somebody to get sued like that for hitting somebody. Um, not reparations, repercussions should be going towards any and everybody that needs such you know, reprimanding as such as it should be, right? So it's the representation, and that's how they look at us. They look at us as we are listening. They don't care. And a lot of, like I said, like a lot of these issues from these older people and even the younger people in these situations of being a CPS worker in the court system, law enforcement, wherever, in the welfare department, uh, even in the store, any of these businesses that we really have to come across in banking, when they use and abuse their power of authority in which they have in place is the issue. People in authority abusing their authority. And making somebody like disillusioned to what they're actually encountering is the problem. And why people actually get unalive, because when you don't take somebody seriously in what they're going through when they're expressing this, what's going on. It's like you're ultimately playing God in their life. It's not for us to judge them, it's up for us to use our best judgment. It's up for us to use our best judgment as to how to help the person. It's not to deter them helped or to make them hurt themselves. This is getting on my nerves. Hey, thank you for the like, share, subscribe. Do I want it? I mean, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. It's free will. So, people in authority, abusing their authority, making people's situation worse than what they have to be, making them look crazy, making them feel crazy. Like IShowSpeed, he just got to success and they're trying to tear him down. Yes, given he is young, he has some maturing to do, but at the same time, that's what they do to us. That's what our elders do to us. And they're not even our elders, actually. They're supposed to be here to learn just like everybody else. We're, just like I said before, if anything, we have way more maturity. We have way more understanding. We have way more empathy and self-control and compassion. The compassion is unmistakable, and I think it's like I I understand it, but it gets frustrating having to be somebody's lesson. And I just said that about a week ago, probably last week. It gets frustrating being people's lessons. It really does. But, you know, that's what they have to learn the lesson for. It's a part of their lesson. They can turn that into a blessing or keep being demonic the way that they are. There's two different entities. And so when God whoops your ass and you get every bit of karma that you put out, don't look around and be looking crazy and be like, I don't know why this is happening, because you play with somebody's mental health. When you literally do it on purpose, you're going to pay. And you know what's even crazier? And what I say I'm going to do, and I have done it already, and then I only have like a few more steps to take for what I'm going to do, because I got all my evidence. For real, for real. Got all my evidence, y'all. Y'all been able to watch my whole journey on Real Spiritual Bosses and Real Spiritual Bosses Help on both my channels. So it's like social media Karen. That makes so much sense, which is crazy. And it's dog pile on a rabbit. It's not no fun when the rabbit got the good and tight. And like I said, I'm a spiritual judge. I'm an earth angel. Yeah, I'm all of those things. And it's time for change. You should just want to better yourself, help people to better themselves, which is always my goal and my intention is to help people along. You know what I mean? And it doesn't require anybody to kiss my ass to do so. The free will that is on the channel is represented for the purpose of people self-education, self-control, self-love, self-care, healing inner child trauma. You know, it's the amazing part of knowing that the person that has the experience is the most educated, not the person that's read the books. And that's facts. Facts, facts, facts. I keep it keeps being reiterated to me, and I understand it as a whole. That's why when I'm spiritually paid, I appreciate that so much. Y'all don't have to pay me nothing, because I'm going to be good with or without. That's for fact. Because my intentions are good. Y'all don't have to pay shit on here. That's funny. Because people try to get me to break down. That's not, it's not my breakdown. My breakdown come is when I'm actually crying out to people and I'm like, hey, I need some help. It's my last resort. It's when I'm asking. Hey, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Hey, Astro. That's where my heartbreak comes in. That's where, and it's not because I need the money. It's because the resource I need to keep going is needed, you know? And if I didn't need it, I wouldn't ask. And that's why I cut off a lot of my family without giving a fuck. Why? Because they said I was a user. When I've helped them pay their bills. I've helped them pay their bills. Family, friends, whatever it may be. I've helped them out in babysitting. I helped them out in running here, running there. I've helped them out in so many different ways. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a village is supposed to do. You're supposed to help and support each other. And what's sad is a lot of us have to leave our family in order to have our village, in order to have those people around that will help us in our time of need, that will help us, you know what I'm saying, just to help us. And oh my God, y'all, this man, let me tell y'all how funny this shit is. This man today I seen in the store. I knew from when I first seen him, eyeball me like, I'm trying to get the look right. Like he looked me up and down like, damn, you look good. And I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, yeah, have a good day, sir. So I go about my way. I'm looking through the store. And he comes back around. He's like, I'm rich. What? I don't see no ring on your finger. Duh. No, no, thank you. Hell no. Please keep moving. Guess how old I am? How old are you, sir? I think I guess 76 or something like that. No, 67. He said he was like 80 something. I was like, hell, that's another thing. These old ass perverted men, like, y'all should be ashamed. Y'all should be a fucking shame. Looking at younger women, like, if you look at a younger woman like that, I believe you prone to do anything. Like, bro, you can't be twice my fucking senior at all. And I definitely can't be twice your senior. Like, what the fuck? What is life really teaching people to be delusionally just nasty and pedophile for real? And to the point, like, bro, and I'm like, no, 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 thank you. No, no, thank you, sir. And it embarrassed the hell out of me. And to a point where somebody else was like, okay, have a good day. And I was like, fucking thank you. Because made it super awkward for me. Made it super awkward for me. And I'm just like, it is what it is, bro. There is that is one of the biggest issues. And matter of fact, in speaking about that, we're gonna go over this video because this video had so much content in it as to why, you know, men understand men, right? And how they function. And, you know, eventually us women do too. You know, especially the ones that break away from the traditional norm and we start to understand how men look at us as their purpose. That we have no purpose for our lives in our own lives. That our purpose is to give everything to one source and not equal give and take in emotional balance, financial balance, and home and foundation, right? And we come to find out when we leave these situations, how we can grow, heal, and evolve. And I've seen it even with my ex CEO that I used to date, that he never said it, but looking back on their actions, you can understand that they really didn't want you to be prosperous. They really didn't want you, they only wanted to invest in you the way that they wanted to, not invest in you the way that you would need it to become better for yourself, right? So life becomes easier to walk away from relationships of financial abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, even verbal abuse. But, bro, I'm turning on my computer right now. But it's ridiculous that men could just feel so free as to even come up to someone and say something like that. That is like really disgusting. I'm like, ugh, like, bro, if I could have, I would have threw up. This is the look. I'm like, hell no. And a lot of men won't even talk about, hello, a lot of men won't even talk about how they do get turned on just by seeing, or even a woman. Not just saying this is all men, because there's some perverted, nasty ass women out there too that are child molesters, or what they call pedophiles. They get turned on by seeing a young person, shape, print, whatever, nudity, and they won't say that by looking at a baby. And you know, the overstimulation is the problem of the ignorance of self-control. I mean, because keep it real, I've heard a lot of men say this. They were taught porn was the way that you have a relationship. Okay, hello, I'm here again. Hello. There's like 500 people subscribed to my channel. I couldn't possibly remember anybody unless they were consistently here. And I'm not even going to give myself a brain aneurysm trying to remember every single person. Ooh, pick me, pick me. What am I looking for? Okay. But this video is a really good one. Dude, so funny. He's hella funny. Where is that? That is not even what I clicked on. My screen be tripping, yo. I hear one. I never felt so love. So low. I just want to love. A swimming pool or something. And it's weird because like that's the second guy that's walked up to me within the week. If I'm not mistaken, the week or just like the same time. And they were old, established gentlemen. And it's like, bro, y'all weird. You're fucking weird, bro. I'm pretty sure y'all with the shits. Y'all with the people do. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty fucking sure. But that don't mean nothing to me. Money don't move me like that, bro. Yeah. And I can say for women and men, please move past that point of codependency for money. That's a fucking trap. That is the devil's contract. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? There's so many like devil contracts, like lower vibrational contracts, and that's what the like Hollywood and all that shit. That's what that shit is built off of, bro. And even though in law enforcement, like it's crazy. It's all interconnected. Just people just be on different levels doing the same shit. There's a you wonder why somebody's single and don't want to mingle. It's like, what are you attached to, bro? What are you attached to? Shit, hell no. That's how you get them high class paying escorts and shit. Fuck up your whole career. They know what they doing. Oh yeah, we just went over that. The CIA and what men don't want you to know, like they call them like sparrows and swallows. The swallows unaliving CIA undercover, and then the sparrow, no, the robins. The robins do like the relationship type. Bro, go watch the video. Y'all gonna learn a lot. And I put the link under the short of the video that I did. So y'all see me in the pajam jams. I'm at home. I'm chilling, y'all. I'm in my skin. Understand? I'm chilling. I'm so comfortable in my pajam jams. I love them. I should have put them back on. Oh, I'm sure. Okay, well, let me play this video. We're gonna get into this, but I just wanted to tell y'all, yeah, the last 3 videos we went over 2 different CIA videos. A CIA agent actually talking about the missions that he went over and through, and the body language and different shit to be looking out for. It's cray, y'all. I thought I was subscribed to the lady because I watched her videos before, and she got good videos. But I just subscribed to her, so y'all be able to follow her and watch the video. And yeah, I should have did a short of that video so y'all could have seen it. I believe I'll do that later. Let's see. I'm tripping. Play. Oh.
Don't be with her. And what he gonna say? Can you guess? Can you? No. You still look the same. Having children also does elevate their status. Men also do care about having a woman, and marriage provides that opportunity to constantly have access to a woman's body. They care about having a woman because they want to constantly have sex with her. They want to have access to her body. So marriage also provides that for them. So men care about sex a lot. They love sex a lot. They also care about their status in the society. They're more concerned about
their status in society. They care about their status in society. Facts. And they think their status is gonna get them a good woman. Like it don't. It says men exposing men, claiming all men want just one thing from women. Her YouTube channel is Get Going with Mary Jane space N is her YouTube name. Oh my god.
How your men view them than
Not the bad news. Okay, so I just wanted y'all to see that's her channel, and then hopefully I remember to put link to the video down in the comment section after this live uploads.
and how women see them. So let's see how people are reacting to what he said in the comment section. This one says, there are godly men out there who value marriage and want family. Let's see how people reacted to what she said. Godly, if that's implying that she said, does that serious.
She just goes through a whole lot of.
Are you worried that using your home?
A lot of comments at that point, and I'm going to fast forward through those comments. Just like I'm about to fast forward through.
Really important because people go, I'm probably going to catch some.
I'm going to focus more on what men are saying and how women are reacting to it. So let's hear what this man has to say.
Okay, TikTok. I'm probably going to catch some heat for this one because do you know what? It is all men. And I can immediately hear loads of people go, it's not all men. And it's going to be the guys going, it's not all men. Maybe a few women, because some have said it to me. But what I'm going to say is really important because it is to 90% plus of women, potentially all men. Now, I only got this about 10 or 12 years ago, and there was a specific incident in the UK. I think it involved a UK politician. I can't remember the details now. But I remember having conversations with my girlfriend at the time.
And you know what's interesting on the CIA video, in the posture of Kanye West when he has old girl, his wife, reveal herself on the red carpet, his body posture was saying owning. That's what we were talking about, the crotch display. That's either a sign of vulnerability or like ownership. And I said, that's very fucking interesting. But you got to remember the way that you can use the root chakra. The way that you can use the root chakra and the attention that you get to your root chakra, you can use and siphon energy that way. So you got to listen and be aware of the signs and synchronicities of what's going on spiritually behind what's being seen. Oh, well, Kanye was just standing there. Oh, well, she was, posing with this thin see-through dress on to show and expose her body parts. But the symbolism behind that was to gain energy to be able to use it. And he was using a feminine energy to do so. Energy siphoning, toxic relationship.
And because I listened to her experience of life, I suddenly realized that just because I know I'm a nice guy.
Her experience of life. I wonder. Ooh. Oh, spirit flies. I was braced for pain and I let it go. The fuck? Please. I hit a wall. I thought that I would hurt myself. Oh, I was sure your words would leave me unconscious. And on the floor, I'd be lying cold, lifeless. Oh no, but I hit a wall. I hit a wall and watched him fall. There's something myself in love. Oh, what did I just do? Okay.
That woman in the lift that I get, or elevator, that I get into, where she's on her own and we're both in there together, she does not know that I am a nice guy, that I am not going to attack her, that I am not going to rape her. Okay? Yeah, I use that word. Now, here's the thing. What we have to do as guys, and I understand the temptation, okay? I'm single, I'm still relatively healthy, I get attracted to women. And I remember an incident not very long ago, and I was in a hotel overnight, so let's just put the scenario. So, hotel, overnight, strangers, door, lift door, elevator door opens, I'm going to step in, and there is an absolutely stunning woman in the elevator already. Stunning. Every instinct in me is to try and converse with her, attract her, do something. No. What I did, I acknowledged her, sort of come up. I turned and I faced down, put my head down, looked into the opposite corner of the elevator. I stood as far away as I could from her and looked down into the corner of the elevator. Because right there and then, I was a potential threat. Now, I don't know that she was thinking that, but I know enough now and understand, and I've heard it enough from women to know that there's a 90% chance that she would have slightly gone onto edge the moment I got into that elevator. The best, the most human, the most caring, supportive thing I can do at that moment is to reduce the threat. I didn't understand until I spoke to my girlfriend about carrying keys in your hand when you're walking down the street on your own at night, when you've come back from work. The fact that a guy walking towards you, or potentially even worse, you can hear the footsteps behind you. You don't know who it is. You don't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. And this is what I mean about it is all men. All men are the potential threat. And we need to understand that, guys. We really need to get a hold on this. And I don't care about your bravado or your machismo or any of that bollocks.
The question here is this: are men inherently this way? Is this their innate nature?
Excuse me, what is the most...
Your machismo.
Made them this way? Because from what he explained to me, it seems like it's the natural way men react. It's like men are naturally predators and they see women as the prey. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. And for a...
That's factual. I felt like prey today. I was like, hold the fuck up, bro. And a lot of that is a turn off. It's a turn off when guys just like the CIA agent was talking about, for real. When I think about it, like when guys pursue me and they're aggressive, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. And it's like, bro, like, chill the fuck out. Why? And today, that was just, hell no.
a man to decide to be different, it requires a lot of willpower. And that man needs to be very intentional for him to go against the natural way men behave, according to what he's saying right now. This is what I'm getting out of what he's saying. Let's read some comments from his video. If I put you in a room with 100 identically marked snakes, but reassured you only 5 were venomous, would you?
She said, if I put you in a room with 100 identical marked snakes, but reassured you only 5 were venomous, would you be weary of all of the snakes? Hell yes. What the fuck? So I get the logic. Yeah, exactly. It's a good analogy. Yeah, it is. For real. Damn, you can put that in the perspective of a lot of things, right?
Would you be wary of all the snakes? The creator replied saying, exactly, it's a good analogy. That is one way to look at it. But I tell you, a lot of women are insisting that the men are bad. It's not because a lot of men are bad and some are good. No, they believe all men are bad. This week, a man was walking behind me in the dark. He came closer and said, please don't be scared. I just want to pass quickly, and walked past me. It's refreshing to hear a man talk about this and acknowledge how vulnerable women feel in this situation. My 14-year-old son told me last week he cried because he felt like he was outworking her and didn't want her to feel unsafe. As a woman, I can reassure all men, we see you and appreciate you when you cross the road and so on. We really do. Let's talk about how men feel about this statement, it's all men. Like I said from the beginning, that some men react with aggression. They become defensive. They feel like it's unfair to put everyone in one category, for women to put all men in one box, because to them they believe that it's not all men. Some men are good, not all men are bad. Let's hear what this man has to say about generalization.
Guys, let me break it down for you. When women say all men, they're not saying all males in our species. It's more like when they say, ugh, traffic is the worst. You know, it's not every road, every day, but it's a problem that is so common that it feels like a safe bet. For a lot of women, dealing
Can't stand these hoes.
over time, generalizing becomes the best way to talk about it, because you don't want to qualify every sentence when you're talking to another guy and say, some men, not you, but some men. So it's self-protection, because when something happens so often, you start assuming it could happen again. You have to protect yourself. So when you hear it, don't take it personally. Instead of saying, not all men, because yeah, we know that. Try listening. The real message isn't about blame. It's about asking for a world where those patterns stop repeating. The best way to show that you're not part of the problem is to be part of the solution. You're welcome.
I get his point. It's not good to put everyone in one basket. It's not good to generalize. But when you have so many women experiencing the same pattern, complaining about the same thing all the time, having the same experience, would you blame them when they say it's all men? When you have few women experiencing good men and most women experiencing bad men, would you blame them when they say it's all men? When you have few women talking about their good experience with men, but you have more women talking about bad experience with men, would you blame them when they say it's all men? Anyways, some men don't agree with what he's saying. They strongly believe all men are the same. It's all men. Let's hear from them.
Men also believe in the it's all men till it's no men. They just will never say it. They show it in other ways though. If it's not all men, why do so many guys crash out when their girlfriend or their wife has other friends that are men? All of a sudden, every man who's her friend becomes a threat. Now you don't even want her to go out anywhere where there's men around because you don't trust any of them. A woman could have a guy friend for years, someone who she's known for the longest. All of a sudden, this friend who she's known forever becomes a threat. Oh, he's not really your friend. You think he's your friend? How gullible of you.
Bro.
He's just waiting for his turn. And when a woman grabs lunch with a male coworker,
he ain't lie for real. That's why I like having male friends. I ain't gonna lie. I love having male friends because I can joke and kid and hang around with them. I had a lot of male friends, a lot of them. Like, that was just me. Like, that's who I'm like, I'm more cool with guys than the females, but you know what I'm saying? I come across those females that I am cool with, and there, you know, we have some things that are more in common that make us the way that we are, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I used to just like play games like PlayStation and shit with my homeboys, my brother or whatever. I mean my neighbor brother, like not the one I grew up with. Fuck that nigga. But yeah. I mean shit. I could have a male friend. Now I will say, if I can't be friends with you, then I can't be friends with you. Because I know there is a boundary that I need to uphold. It will be like, self-control. And then, you know what I'm saying? If you can't hold up your self-control, we can't be friends. That's just how it is. It's just being accountable. I know how to be accountable. That ain't no problem. Shoot. Accountability is my middle name.
worker, suddenly it's inappropriate. Watch a woman go out with a male coworker to grab lunch or something along the lines of that nature, and see how fast the idea of it's not all men disappears. Every dude is now very distrusting of any guy who she goes out to lunch with. And you want to know why? It's because men know men. They know the unspoken cues, the hidden alternatives, the double agendas that they tend to come with when they want to get at a woman. They're not stupid. Men also believe in it's all men till it's no men. They'll just never tell you that. But I'll tell you that because I'm a man and I know how a lot of us think. And don't even get me started on a man who has a daughter. And this daughter is now growing older. She's maybe 16, 17, 18, starting to talk to boys, right? Now every boy who is getting to know his daughter isn't just a nice guy anymore. He watches how he behaves. He watches his words, his actions, everything. And now he realizes that this is exactly what women were talking about that he never understood. For the first time, he feels it. That same gut instinct that an overwhelming majority of women have experienced throughout their entire life. And now he finally sees what women were talking about. Now he's finally aware of how hypersexualized women are, even at a young age. And it's not even him being paranoid, it's him finally looking at things through a woman's lens. He'll have a baby girl, and now the whole world feels unsafe. Every man who approaches...
I don't wanna be ashamed. Now can it be much clearer? When I look at myself, I can't help it. The summer gets up. I don't know what I'm looking for in the mirror. That's why I love it. Oh my God.
It's not even him being paranoid, it's him finally looking at things through a woman's lens. He'll have a baby girl, and now the whole world feels unsafe. Every man who approaches his daughter or is near her is now treated as a potential threat or a potential danger. And this is exactly what I mean by when I say a lot of men also believe in the it's all men till it's no men. They just won't tell you, but they'll show you in other ways. And it shouldn't take a man to have a daughter to have empathy for women. But unfortunately, the sad reality is that in some cases, that is what it takes for a man to finally understand and realize what it is that women have been saying their entire lives. Moral of the story, a lot of men are hypocrites, and they'll tell you that it's not all men, but they'll act like it is all men. So next time you hear a man say that it's not all men, just show him this video.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5?
So, I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack for this, but it is all men. And that includes myself. And until men collectively start to recognize that and start holding themselves accountable instead of having tantrums and gaslighting themselves and others like man children, we as a society are never going to heal. Because toxic masculinity is at its root responsible for a lot of the issues that we have today. And to be quite honest, for those guys that do, refuse to hold themselves accountable, that can't recognize their own faults, you are essentially acting like just a giant wounded little boy and not an actual man.
Listen, all dudes are the same. All of us want one thing. We just got different ways of going about it. Don't sit there and think for 1 minute, for one moment, that man is different. He not different. He either don't like you like that, or he gotta be nice, because he don't look the part. Don't be confused. And don't get mad that we all want one thing. It's natural. We might grow to like you, but coming into the situation, only thing we want to do is pop. Let's be real. No, none of us intend on staying. None of us do.
This is a good message, but it is also a very dangerous message. What do I mean? Let me explain. Listening to men say that it's all men can easily make women believe that all men are bad. So because you think all men are this way, all men are cheat, then there's no point making effort finding a better man. That's why I said this message is good, but can be very dangerous. So do not run with this and say all men are bad. Because of that, there's a better man. Let me just stay with this man that is bad and manage the poison he's giving to me.
Correction. I'm not going to make an attempt to search. Correct. When you're in your divine feminine energy, confirmation. You're not the seeker. Yo, me using my computer, trying to use my phone, me using my phone, trying to use my computer. Jesus.
No. In as much as men are saying that all men are the same, all men do this, I believe that some men have made effort to be different. Like I said, I don't know if they are inherently this way or the society made them this way.
I said that out loud. I wasn't meaning like men is handicapped. I was thinking about something else and saying that. Oh.
Wait, whichever one it is, there are some men out there that have made conscious effort to be different. There are also some men out there that happen to be different because of the parents that brought them up, because the parents fought hard to make sure they didn't the way a lot of men are. So do not settle for a douchebag because people are saying all men are bad, all men are this, all men are saying no. If you're interested in finding a man and having a family and being with a man, do not settle with a douchebag because of what people are saying. Make that conscious effort to find a good man. And also have the understanding of what a good man is. Not a man that has money, not a man that brings the bare minimum to the table, a man that makes the least effort. And then you think because other men are not doing it and he's doing it, that qualifies him to be a good man. No. Have a good understanding of what it is, what it means for a man to be a good man, and find yourself a good man. This is not me invalidating what the men have said. I'm not saying they're lying, but I'm saying that there are men out there making conscious efforts to be different, but they are not as much as the bad eggs. All men might be the same. I'm not a man. All men might think the same, might view women the same, might want the same thing from women, but some men have made that effort. They've worked on themselves to be different.
I don't give a shit if all men is a generalization. Do you understand why women make that generalization? It is a literal safety concern that they have to have in this country. Like, do you understand that? I don't give a shit about taking away from personal responsibility. I don't give a shit about any of that. Women have to make that sentence, make a sentence like that, have to talk about that, because the statistics around them being harmed by men in this country is astronomically insane. 1 in 3 women are going to be essayed by a partner in this country. That is someone that they know, love, and trust, who will perform essay on them. 81% of women will be harassed in this country. 1 in 6 women will be stalked, and 1 in 5 will have something so horrendous happen to them that I can't say the word on this app or else my account can get deleted. And you know what I'm talking about. I don't give a shit if it's will be stalked, and 1 in 5 will have something so horrendous
Wait, can I go back?
Who will perform essay on them. 81% of women will be harassed in this country. 1 in 6 women will be stalked, and
1 in 6 women will be stalked. My stalkers right now are ridiculous. 56. Ridiculous. And then they want to say, oh, you paranoid, oh, you schizophrenic. Bitch, kiss my ass. Because if people in authority abuse their authority, I mean, that's what I pretty much be experiencing. People that work at where I live, people that work at, where I work, people that work at motherfucking down the street. Because they see me and I had something nice on. Let me go follow her. Where she living? What kind of car she got? Ooh, that's a nice purse. Ooh. So it's just like, and yeah, just, oh my God, that's crazy.
then 1 in 5 will have something so horrendous happen to them that I can't say the word on this app or else my account can get deleted.
Unalived.
And you know what I'm talking about. I don't give a generalization. Women have to make that generalization because they have to be literally concerned about their own safety. It doesn't matter if it takes away from accountability. It is a literal safety concern. And so many men will come into comment sections where they debate this fucking term, all men, instead of putting that energy into stopping the problem. Because it's not women's responsibility to fix men's problems. Because this is a men's problem. Men are perpetuating this by not calling it out and by, living in these spaces where they joke about these things and talk about these things and don't call this shit out. So I don't give a fuck if it's taking away from personal responsibility. Until it is 0 men, it is all men's responsibility to fix this shit.
And when they talk and they laugh and they joke, see, that's why I don't think it's funny, even if somebody did wrong and they was to get raped. I don't think it's funny. If you see me laugh, I'm definitely laughing out of probably nervousness, or because I'm thinking about another thought, or because, and it's just like, damn, that had to be their karma, huh? And it's like, fuck. Like, damn. You want to come fuck with me and you got karma in a way that God dealt it to you. That's crazy to me.
Would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, bar, or party type environment where throughout the course of the night, he's going...
And you know what? I was watching this Diddy video and I was like, you know what? They're supposed to be like guardians, right? Fucking predators versus aliens. This is the real life shit that we deal with, yo. This is the real life shit that we deal with our men being so unhealed and so unhinged that they can't raise families. They can't. They don't even know how to take care of themselves first. Women don't know how to take care of themselves. The nails, the hair, and then the hairs, nails, clothes. It got to be a certain way. And then the mean girl shit or the mean boy shit. Or groups of people fucking with somebody else because they ain't got and they ain't have. It's like, bro. What's the point of that shit? And then I'm looking on the internet, and what's crazy is Yanti, Rick Ross, baby mama, the mother of his child. I hate to say baby mama, that shit sounds so ratchet to me. And fucking, what's her name? Peach. Like, bro, going at it and then raising Peach gonna raise the price on her fucking hair just to be petty. Like, why would you put yourself in competition with somebody else? It's just like these petty dynamics of worthless competition. I told y'all, like, do your own hair, do your own nails, do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got your children, you got somebody, something close, if you got that. If not, just, take your time in your self-love and your self-care. Do it for yourself, because all this other extra shit, this competition for no fucking reason, is ridiculous. It's putting people in the headspace of, conflict and in competition with each other. Oh, I'm better than you because I do this. Oh, I'm better than you because I do that. It's understand that, what I'm saying, we should be only in competition with ourselves. Why should I be in competition with somebody else? That's why I do uplift other people. That's why I do like, share, subscribe other people's videos. It's a uplifting, but soon as that shit is not really reciprocated for real to me, and I know there's a certain things that may go on, especially spiritually, we'll cut it off. The hell is that? I'm not tripping. Nope, I'm not tripping. I can barely feel something. It might feel like something there. But we shouldn't be in competition with each other. Like, and then that's another thing. Like, I look and I think about this dynamic of the gold digger concept. Like, men have really, in toxic energy, have turned into gold diggers. Having women have babies so they can take them away. So they can be the one to get paid for having the baby. Like, real toxic men do that shit. And I know, and it's understood that women have done that shit too. But I wasn't that one. I was the one that was like, okay, well, let me see what I need and see what we can work something out. That's me. Always had a thought in the mind frame of tribal. Like, even though we are not together and I move on or you move on, that doesn't leave the children like barren without. That's not what that means. Or if you need help, it's not like I wouldn't be able to help you if you were with somebody else. I don't feel that way. And the dynamic of people, that's another thing in which I know how they've broken down society for real, is that selfish ass, narcissistic, gaslighting ass energy that divide and conquer. And it's that simple and that easy. If you cannot be comfortable within yourself to be in a relationship or to have a family without trying to destroy another family and not uplifting and healing to yourself first, of course, and others, when you are able to, it's say in the Bible, right? Don't lend to your brother. That means not to borrow. There's supposed to be an equal give and take, bartering, some type of equal give and take of bartering, some type of agreement. Not, I'm going to take your soul if I help you with this. It's not supposed to be like that. But you got to think about the dynamic and the mentality of so many people have gotten to that. Like they are saying, like, men and women being so insecure that your man can't hang out with the opposite sex. Not to saying that it does not happen, because I know very damn well that it does. But like they're saying, men need to hold themselves accountable for that shit. It's not, it's a given. And given the way society is have bred men to be, is the problem. That I can't hang with other men because you're insecure. No. If you can't hold yourself accountable, you can't be responsible, then leave. It's not what I wanted to say. Because what I was going to say is get the fuck on. Like, honestly, I just take your stuff and leave. That's how I feel. If we can't be in a relationship, you can't be honest, you can't, be loyal, leave. Don't come over here trying to tie yourself to me energetically, financially, all of the above, and then like don't use me as a pillar and a post. Pretty much. You leave with what you came with. Don't leave and then try to come and fuck up my shit. It's a problem. I'm okay with people leaving without fucking my shit up. I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with the manipulating, the lies, the abuse, whether it be financial, sexual, mental, or verbal. I'm not okay with that, and nobody should be. So this dynamic of like really how people get back to security, like, and don't get it wrong, I do know some people still out there that are able to have secure relationships like that. Like, they husband or wife can have friends that are opposite sex, and it'll be cool, it'll be a thing. And you have to know your own safety, healthy boundaries for what is for you. I haven't found that for my life. I have where I found it, but I haven't found that to be, hey, come into my personal life and be there. No, hell fuck no. And I dare motherfucker try to do something about it because you trying to fuck up my children ultimately. And that's how I take it. it's fuck your life at that point in whatever way it has to happen. In whatever way God deemed it to be, that's what it's going to be. And I have to cut you out. And I have to cut you out. And it's like I'm telling y'all, innately and naturally, I'm a mother. I'm me and loving me at all times. But when it comes to being a mother, I'm a mother overall. People that hate me, people that don't like me, people that talk shit about me, I'm still a mother. I'm a mother to you, but I'm definitely a mother to my children. If you want to go act a fool, go act a fool. Over there. Over there. Don't come over here and bring that shit over here. Because when you bring it over here, and when I deal with it, which how it's dealt with, or I tell my ancestors, go handle that. And that's the type of mood I've been in. I ain't crying over a motherfucking soul. They should have wept before they thought about doing something to me and my children. Just period. They should have wept. They should have wept. And I just, naturally being a mother, I think that's natural. And they have taken us and trying to pull us out of that element because they know our power is not to really be fucked with. That's why they wanted to make the lion the house cat, and not. It's the women lion that go out hunting. It's the women lion that provides the food. Sometimes the male help, but it's the women. It's always been that way.
Is going to get approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which are more attractive than you and could potentially be a better partner than you. And these women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you. You're going to tell me you'd be okay with that?
Shopping can be
That caught me off guard. I didn't see her face before. Hold on. I gotta rewind that.
Ability to fix this shit.
Would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, bar, or party type environment where throughout the course of the night, he's going to get approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which are more attractive than you and could potentially be a better partner than you, and these women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you? You're going to tell me you'd be okay with that?
First of all, my partner would be more so like me. Don't have to go out, and if we do go out, it'd be together. And yeah, just so it's just like, if that's your partner, you would expect to what you would get. That's a major probability that would happen to your partner or happen to you, whatever. But it's just a not safe situation to be doing shit like that. And I wouldn't recommend to anybody that's about to turn 21, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, none of that. Even a grown ass person. It's not safe in these streets, and it's becoming even more not safe. I just was talking about how they gonna use these holidays and use these events to make tragic events happen, sacrifices. Y'all gotta think about this, and I thought about this too. y'all got to think from July to December. July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 months. That fireworks are let off and allowed to happen during this time in these days. January 7th. Y'all gotta understand the symbolism. Independence Day. We won our independence, right? There was a war. Christmas, spiritual war. New Year, spiritual war. Why? Because that shit is the fucking devil, y'all. Like, for real. Like, when I'm sitting up here thinking about it even more in depth, I'm like, damn. Yeah. When old boys say, we, the Africans in us, highly underestimated the volatile violence and destruction of the ones that enslaved us, the extent that they would go to do so, were highly underestimated. And take this as facts, information, do your own research. If you don't feel the same concept of the fall, and go put that together as well. What I was hearing is the book of Enki and in Leo, how they came into a land where they couldn't stand the sun on their skin. And it's like, bro, the trees, the lives right now that are being lost behind the straight pure ignorance of what we have adapted ourselves to. And then I know a lot of people like, oh, well, they lifted the government whole, so no, they're right back to their bullfuckery. Understand? And if you don't make somebody put some respect on your shit, they're not gonna put some respect on it. And what Kai Sanat right now is understanding that he done rubbed elbows with the wrong people. It's like knowing your friends, knowing the people that you hang around with, knowing the energy, knowing, how they get insecure, what are their insecurities. That shit matters. You dealing with a bitch that's done totally changed the color of her skin. She don't like who she is. She did that to get in. And then now look at what the fuck she talking about. Is she not even from America? Uncharted fucking territory. He's coming into the realization that you hit in the dark night of the soul. It's like, this is all a lie, this is all a sham, and this is some fucked up shit. How am I going to get out of this? Who do I run to? to fill this empty space. Who can I run to when I need love? Who can I run to? Damn. Look, and then the people that'll sell you out, that they can get to sell you out around you. Yeah, that's a whole fucked up feeling. And y'all wonder why spiritual people don't really fuck with people. Like, we rather fuck with people that's in a different, no body, no physical body, because they know what's up. Waiting for their generational lineage to take a foothold on their healing so they can be spiritually rich and unbound and then spiritually rich. Let me put it in perspective correctly. This shit crazy. Shit crazy. That how things have unfolded. And it's crazy how it's coming out that Beyonce is jealous of Brandy. Now we all know why The Boy Is Mine came out. Now we all know why Beyonce stopped being friends with Kim Kardashian. Hold on. They fucking with my throat chakra. Now we know why. Not yours but mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. And all the shit is coming out and it's making sense. The shit that happened to Whitney Houston, the shit that happened to Aaliyah, the shit that happened to this nigga Ray J, her brother. Like, all this shit about the Kardashians and them using people and siphoning energy and acting like this all was strategically done. And if y'all don't think somebody will set your ass up the same way, the government's setting everybody up right now. It's just for people to, you know what I'm saying, get their footing and their grounding straight, their foundation right, and to build up something truthfully on a firm foundation. Be your authentic self so that nobody can fuck with you. How to become unfuckable with. Damn, this shit crazy, yo. That nigga was right. Ah! This is getting kind of heavy. Hey, oh my God, Heavy D too. Like, it's been too long since you've been gone. Feels good, wish you come back home. See you in a while. Can y'all imagine, yo? Can y'all imagine that we all just stop being scared, call them out, say what we need to say? Say what we need to say. And y'all don't forget to hype the channel up, this video. Hype, share, like, and subscribe, comment if you like. But the more people that talk out against this shit, the more that they can't hurt people, the more that they can't hurt children. And that's the goal, right? For our future generations to be able to not be harmed mentally, physically, sexually, spiritually, financially, verbally, like this. Because these things need to be exposed. and the lengths and the money that they will go and spend and get to just to get to you. I don't care. And I'm standing on it, foot down, still down, foot on fucking neck. Cause y'all thought y'all was gonna put y'all foot on my motherfucking neck. If I understand that there's two different energies, I can read them all. Pick a side.
Oh dear. Where do we begin with this one? You know when men are so close to the point and they don't realize it's going right over their head at the same time? To the men out there who have an issue with their partner, or would have an issue with their partner, going clubbing without them, I want you to imagine that you've just said everything that Brian has just said to your partner, and she responds with, not all men though. Not all men are going to try and get me drunk. Not all men are in me for a schmexual reason. How as a man are you going to respond to your partner when she says to you, not all men? Men get so pressed on the phrase all men until no men that they don't realize they uphold it in the exact same way. When it benefits them, it's okay to use, but when it doesn't, it's not okay. You say that you can't generalize all men and put them in the same box. When it could be a potential threat to your relationship. Are you basically admitting that men are that bad? That men are going to behave in this way towards any women that they see at a club? That they're not capable of respecting boundaries and they're not capable of accepting rejection and handling it in an appropriate way? Because you trust your partner and you trust that if she was approached by any no to him and that he would accept that, right? But of course, the real issue is when your partner, or if your partner goes clubbing without you, suddenly now any man that comes into contact with her, you're going to be worried about. Why is that? When it's your partner coming into contact with other men in a circumstance where you think, feel, and believe that there is a that is okay. But when women in general have a fear or wariness around men, suddenly that's not okay. Because it's not just a double standard, it's a contradiction. Men basically use all men until no men when it suits their narrative. They just don't like it when women say it.
Let's have a look at the comment section. This happens to women nearly every time we go out. That's true. We get approached by men. Yet, most of us manage to stay faithful. Is this man saying that all men would cheat if given the same opportunity? Think about it. And I think what she's saying...
I thought she said shit. It's her accent.
It does make a whole lot of sense, because I've heard people say your partner is not cheating because of lack of opportunity. Give him that opportunity, he will most likely cheat on you. So men don't...
He will like it if the opportunity is presented.
Stay faithful because they are good men. They are only faithful because they don't have opportunities. Think about it. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section.
And if a man is just showing like they can't be reliable, that's who they are. And you know, in all actuality, that's their nature. That's become their nature. What I was gonna say earlier is I feel like they were supposed to be protectors. That's it. They're just supposed to be protectors. It keeps pointing to that exact factual thing that men are only protectors. They're not just only good for one thing, like I'm hearing. What is that booty call? They're only good for one. No, that's not true. Their purpose here was to be a protector. And I believe everything else was flowing and was going right up until, yeah, the Lilith and Adam pretty much, yeah, that when he wanted to not submit to her because he felt as if he was over her. And then we come back to that grand old question. Why is the attack on the women so bad and so hard? There's an attack on men as well, but they use it in different aspects, as they do in women. They pit us up against ourselves first and foremost, and then up against each other. Why should a man ever be in competition with a woman? She is your guide in the right energy. But they've taught the opposite. Oh, look up to men, 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 men. Y'all know the Statue of Liberty fell. What was it, in Australia or somewhere? The Statue of Liberty fell. They said the liberty is Satan. For real. I believe that. Wait, what is the other one where he was? I was watching about him. Let me see. And it's just like, damn, we really like, bro.
Go from
And it's gonna start all over again. Fuck. And he can go no fucking where. That's crazy. Bro, give me a break. Oh, damn. Seriously? Motherfuckers are sick. Sickly fucking demented. My hair is tickling the shit out of my ear. It's annoying. Did I go back that far? I might have. Days have been eluding me. Envy. See, I'm gonna look for this video and then I'm gonna start another live, okay? And we're gonna watch the whole video. It was very much so a good video. A lot of juicy information in there. Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about. What park was that? What park? Not that. Yeah, I closed it already. And then I just seen it. It's in Santa Monica. Something's gonna come out the ground in LA. What is it? I'm just like, ooh. Was it a whole week? Yeah, that shit had me hot, bro. I wouldn't tell you. Oh, my neck. So ooh. Okay, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh wait, or did I watch it on the other phone? I doubt it. I'm gonna figure it out right now though. I'll tell you that much. Minority Report. Go watch that video, y'all. Did I just say that on a recent playlist? If I didn't, I'm about to right now. Yeah. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to move it. Whatever. I hate the way that thing move. There we go. Okay, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Everywhere I go, there's always something to remind me. A little space in time. Let's see. In Jupiter Ascending. If y'all gonna watch that movie, that movie is on point. Oh. Shit, they should be tired of looking down. They should give you a humpback. Crooked letter. Yo! Crooked letter. Hey! Not. Oh, Jesus. Move it right there. So y'all will be all down my crevice. Washes over past. Who are we again? You know, anymore. So, okay, Saturday. God damn, this week, I'm telling you, like for me, it's shoo. It's going by fast. I lost days, shit. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell going on. In the arms of an angel. Why am I holding so tight onto this chair? I was gonna pop up. It gotta be on my other phone then. It gotta be. Yeah, because I looked at, nope, that wasn't last night. She knows her song. Oh, I never watched that video. Or did I? I don't know. It was 9 minutes long. Wasn't it long? I just watched that one yesterday. So it gotta be on my other phone. Where is it gone? What the fuck? I just went through all these fucking videos. I know I didn't watch it yesterday, and this is what I watched yesterday. Yep. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I saved it on the playlist. On the playlist. My inspiration, river rise, carry me back home. I cannot remember the way. River rise, carry me back home. Question: why would you indent it? I know why. Damn, it still kind of looks crappy. You do the comparison like that. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely wasn't on this one. I surrender. Oh, this was a sad one. YouTube channel. PIXEL Duck. Pixel Duck. has a story of Evil Lives Here 2025. That is the title. It says one of his women best American documentary. But this guy, he did the Fiji's video. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and make you want me. You can't run away from these scars I got, oh baby, yeah, baby, 'cause I got a lot, oh yeah. Damn, when you think about that and the story behind it, that is fucked up. So I'm gonna show y'all. This video right here. Y'all go watch that video. That guy helped produce that song. A little girl was getting raped by her fucking own father, and because he wanted to have a polygamous relationship. And it's just like, it's fucking sad. It's sad. I'm so confused. What the fuck? No. We put on a whole bunch of different personas, but that don't mean shit when the lights come on. Y'all, I'm done. This is the video. Let me see if this one is it, but I really don't think that is it. Oh, Jesus. I know I watched that video. See, this is what happened when you procrastinate. Shouldn't have procrastinated. But I wasn't really procrastinating. My ass needed some rest for real. Don't give myself enough credit. Oh, there it is.
Look at what they got sitting there. Look, even how the lights are laid with triangle, leading up the stairway to the reduplication of Solomon's temple, with the sphinxes on the side as well.
3 facing south, 3 facing north, 3 facing east, 3 facing representing 12 tribes of Israel.
You hear what he said?
12 tribes.
3 facing north, 3 facing south, 3 facing east, 3 facing west, representing the 12 tribes of Israel.
Representing the number 7, which is the holy number.
Representing
the Masonic order.
7 is the holy number in the Masonic order.
This right here, there's nothing secret about it.
Like I said, 7 months. Okay, wait, where was the part? He was talking about that part.
To relieve the king of his civic duties. It's like the king has to take over the kingdom to become king, but eventually when he gets the kingdom under control, he needs people to assist him in governing it. And the concept is that this is the Negro's government connection, not to the government or governing connection. We also know that in one of the Boule history books, that it was articulated in a tribute to Charles Wesley in 1987, that there was a parallel on each side of the page. One was Alfred Lord Tennyson's dialogue about the fair order of the Table Round. And on this side was Charles Wesley's commentary about the order of the Table Round. And we know that this word round table means something, and you ain't just jacking off in some Boule journal talking about round table and hooking up with Alfred Tennyson, some dead white poet of the 1700s or something, who wrote the Ode to Arthur or King Arthur. He was a King Arthur specialist. You just ain't jacking off on that up in a black book, a black organization structure, unless it has symbolic meaning. And we believe that that fair order of the Table Round association means that they serve the Round Table group. The Round Table group is the Rhodes Rothschild Secret Society. Some of you know of the Round Table group through John Coleman's book, 100. Some of you know the Round Table group through None Dare Call a Conspiracy and the Rockefeller File, or as Jamal has it in the Capitalist Conspiracy. These organizations are represented in many books. They are mentioned. Imperial Brain Trust, Trilateralism, the Invisible Government. Each of them mention this Royal Institute for International Affairs in Britain, the Council on Foreign Relations. These are the semi-secret aspects of these secret societies, but the Round Table group, started in the late 1800s by Cecil Rhodes.
Griffin Park. That's what it was. Griffin Park. Griffin Park in LA, Los Angeles, California. So there's something significant. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming full circle. It's coming full circle.
And Lord Rock.
Take a break. Come back later. Love yourself. Don't give up. Give yourself self-love affirmations. Even if you don't like me, even if you talk about me, I still don't give a fuck. Love yourself. Heal yourself. Break generational curses. Give yourself words of affirmations. Because I'm going to take the energy and I'm going to use it for something good. You understand? That's the whole purpose of it. Be great. Never give up. Love yourself. Always. Forever. And break the generational curse, man. Right.